What would you say if I told you I rode a bike 20 feet up in the air on a very thin rail with no hands? Real or fake? I've got the answer to what might be the craziest daredevil stunt I've ever attempted, plus the answers to a whole bunch of other crazy photos and videos that you guys sent in. But hey, before we get started today, I just want to talk about Vikings War of Clans, which is not only sponsoring this video today, but also providing me with a lot of fun mobile gameplay. If you just play this thing for 5 minutes, you're gonna see why me and 10 million other players are loving this thing. It's like one of those top PC strategy games from the late 90s or early 2000s, only now it's mobile, which means you can grab a quick 5 minutes of gameplay just about anywhere you are, even work. Vikings gives you the option to choose your own play style. Dominate by destroying cities, build indestructible fortresses, or hey, if you're like me, you can use your diplomacy skills to rule the world. That's how I like to roll. So support my channel by downloading Vikings with the link below. If you use my link, you'll get your initial protection shield for free, plus my bonus of 200 gold for a fast and successful start. How's that, huh? Now, about all those crazy real or fake pictures you guys have been sending in lately. We have a picture claiming to show the world's biggest potato, a photo of what appears to be a giant fish bigger than a man, a video claiming to show a rabbit who likes to play arcade games, and that doesn't even include the big story this week, which is a news piece that says a young kid spent $46,000 buying power-ups in a video game. Is there any way this could be real? This show's gonna rock your reality, so don't go away. Hey guys, Bill here. You know, we all like to get an edge up in highly competitive video games. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with spending a little cashola every once in a while to power up. But do you think it's possible a kid spent $46,000 doing that? Well, that is what this news story claims. It was sent to me by Wilder Du, who wrote, "Bill, is this fake news or the real deal?" Well, Wilder, I see why you may not believe this with so much fake news out there these days, but lucky for you, you've come to the right place because we investigate and find out the truth. Taking a closer look at the story Wilder sent in, we see it comes from a website called Tech Times. The story itself claims a 15-year-old boy in Belgium got hold of his grandfather's credit card number. The boy then added the card number to his Apple iTunes account, and that's all he needed to go on a buying spree of in-game gold for an app called Game of War. So far, you know, I can almost see something like this happening. What I can't see is the amount. I mean, $46,000? How is that even possible? According to consumer credit reporting agency Experian, the average credit card limit is just over $8,000. Something here just doesn't quite add up. I mean, either Grandpa is a high roller or somebody's trying to clickbait us. I think we should take a closer look at this source. On the surface, Tech Times does look like a legitimate organization. They have offices in New York and list actual people who work there. The publication is free to watch and read, and that's because it makes its money through advertising and sales referrals. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that business model. I'm just saying to make it work, you gotta get a ton of people to come to your website. And to do that, you gotta be creative. That's where a story like this one comes in very handy. With something this crazy, they are almost certain to get lots of folks in their digital doors. And that's the point. If you just want to get people in the door, then how important is it to Tech Times whether this story is true or not? That we don't know. Now, to be fair, Tech Times does list the source of this story as being a Flemish newspaper which published the story in Dutch. I translated the story and combed through it very carefully, but you know what? Like Tech Times, this publication did not provide any hard information, such as the name of the boy or his family. And that left me with only two ways to get to the truth: the game company itself or Apple iTunes. I did reach out to both companies, but for right now, I can't tell you what they said. All I can tell you is I was able to come up with this, the official answer. Now, if you watch this series on a regular basis, you know there's nothing on earth that can make me open up this before you tell me what you're thinking right up there, okay? Now, when I say go, what I want you to do is yell out as loud as you can, either real or fake. Now, if you can't do that, it's okay to pause the video, go to the comment section, leave your answer there, and then come back here and play the rest of the video to see if you're right or not. A third way to go is just to vote right up here. You ready? And go. Okay, did you vote? Good, because in just a few seconds, we're going to be opening up the old official envelope here and finding out whether that kid actually spent $46,000. But before we do that, I've got a couple of shout outs, and those are the people who sent in some of the craziest stuff I've seen in a long time. First up is this photo claiming to show a man posing next to what appears to be the world's largest potato. Mixed Gold sent this in and wrote, "Is this giant potato real or fake? Because I need to know." Well, Mix, the photo you submitted really did draw my attention, but only long enough for me to tell you that it is. Are you ready? Say it with me. So fake, it's funny! As diligent Facebook fact checker Marinus Kramer pointed out, the world's largest potato actually only weighed about 5 kilograms or 11 pounds and looked more like Mickey Mouse with measles than this obviously photoshopped spud this alpine-looking fellow is resting his boot on. Next up is this photo of what looks like a giant fish larger than the man standing next to it. It was sent in by Tito Yuanmir, who wanted to know if it was real or fake. Well, Tito Yuanmir, I've got surprising news for you. This fishy photo actually turns out to be... Think you got it right, guys? Did you vote fake? Because if you did, you are wrong. It's real. Facebook reader Juan Garcia Diawan pointed out that this is a Goliath grouper, a giant fish that can easily grow to be the size of a small car. Although the way this photo is shot pushes the fish quite a bit to the foreground, resulting in our old friend forced perspective, the Goliath grouper is entirely capable of growing this large. According to Wikipedia, they may grow up to 2.5 meters or 8.2 feet long and can weigh as much as 360 kilograms or about 790 pounds. Our final mystery today is this hilarious video claiming to show a rabbit who likes to play arcade games. It was sent in by Mom2013, who wanted to know if it's real or fake. Well, Mom2013, you may think this is a harebrained response on my part, but that video turns out to be real. YouTube viral video sensation Binny the Bunny not only plays arcade games for carrots, but he also paints, rides on airplanes, and rings a dinner bell when he's hungry. He has his own YouTube channel, which I'm going to leave a link to for your viewing pleasure. All right, now that we got that little hoppity hop out of the way, what do you say we get back to this, the official answer on whether that kid spent $46,000 on video games? Hard to believe. I mean, if I had $46,000 on my credit card, I think I'd be more in the mood for an Audi Q5, because that's what they cost. Let's see, Audi Q5 or some power up. I'd take the car. I'd take the car. Well, let's see what it says. Maybe he didn't. Ooh, you're gonna like this. The story of the kid who allegedly spent $46,000 on a video game called Game of War Fire Age has been carefully examined by the billschannel fact-checking team. Based on an analysis of all the material available to us online and through other sources, we have reached a decision. And the decision is... Are you ready? I'm not going to give it away with my face. I don't even look at my face. 100%, without a doubt, and beyond any question, say it with me, a big, fat, real. Wow. I think Grandpa was a little shocked when he opened up that credit card bill, don't you think? But hey, if you're thinking about clicking away right now, I would not do that. I still got to give you the answer to that little circus act I was performing on the bicycle. Remember that one? And also, the details of 46K Kid, you don't want to miss this one. In the end, both the game maker and Apple did not return my emails. However, I was able to reach the Belgian Gaming Commission, and one of their communications people did confirm the event. Whether the family got their money back remains unknown. What is known is that when it comes to in-app purchases, if you find yourself flying out of control, the right thing to do is be smart, speak out, and get yourself some help. Because trust me, nobody, and I mean nobody, not the game companies, not Apple, nobody wants to see you hurt yourself, and especially hurt other people like your grandpa. Okay? Okay. Well, that's it for today. I just want to send a big thanks out to everybody for sending in all those crazy photos and videos that you send in every week. Also want to send a big thanks to all the people who help me research these things. Now, about that shot of me riding the bike on a thin rail 20 feet above the ground. No, I haven't joined the circus. It's a physics exhibit at the Pacific Science Center in Seattle, Washington. And guess what? It's completely safe.
He's not gonna fall over. His bike is completely safe. So on this bike, it's attached to a 8-foot pole. And on that 8-foot pole, there's a 200-pound weight on the bottom. So the bicycle basically balances itself. So you'll need about 500 pounds of force to the left or to the right for you to tip over. So that means that weight has to be like horizontal for you to tip over and fall.